What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and Everton have just beaten Leicester 2-1. A game that in the second half was a real panic.
Yeah, I mean, Leicester were always going to have a percentage of the game. I think they had more possession. They didn't really do much with it in the first half. I think it was 65-35. Everton made their 35% count in the first half. You know, we went 2-0 up within the first 20 minutes of the game. Second half, it was a bit like the Alamo. Leicester come out, all guns blazing. Second half, Everton sort of weathered it. They did score one. Terrible mistake at the back. Pickford should have done better, in my opinion. Michael Keane cleared one off the line, but we held out, and it's a big 3 points, that.
Yeah, agreed. I think, look, this is a massive 3 points against a team that up until the start of this was third in the Premiership. You know, this is what people maybe don't appreciate here. Yes, it was a tough game, but this team is fourth in the Premiership, aiming for Champions League football. They were always going to come back and have a bite at us, and they did in the second half. They did. I want to say first goal, lovely football. Luca Dean gets the ball, nods it into Anthony Gordon. He plays it first time. Richarlison beats his man and absolutely rifles it into the top corner that makes it 1-0 to Everton. Then, after about 30 minutes, Gylfi Sigurdsson has to step up and score a penalty after what I think is fair to say is a fairly dubious handball penalty. Both players looked like they touched the ball, although indeed he looked like he touched the ball first. In the second half, Leicester did come back into it with a calamity goal. Holgate basically smashed the ball into Iheanacho's back forehead, and it went in. And it is what it is. But they also could have had a penalty, John, potentially.
Yeah, I think Tom Davies was on the edge just inside the box, and I think one of the Leicester players tried to put it over. Tom Davies had his hand quite low to the floor, and it did catch it. And as you said in the live stream we done, if that's the other way round, we're shouting for that penalty. But listen, that's Everton's first penalty this season that we got awarded to us. We should have had one against Tottenham. There was a couple more we should have had. But listen, it's about time we had a bit of luck by getting penalties awarded in our favour and also penalties not being given against us. And I think tonight we had luck on both sides. You know, our penalty, as you say, was a bit dubious. The penalty shout they could have had, yeah, if it's happening to us, we're asking for that, wasn't given. So, listen, we got lucky tonight in certain aspects of the game, but I will take that luck. If we can keep winning, you know, we're doing okay. We're on a bit of a good run. We're unbeaten since the comeback. That's 7 points out of a possible 9. You know, we've played them over the park. We played Norwich, who were fighting to stay in the Premier League, probably down now. And as you say, we've played a Leicester team who are challenging for Champions League football. So 7 points out of 9. Take that all day, you know, and it's 3 clean sheets. 1 goal in 3 games.
Yeah, you can't knock that. And another thing I'd like to add as well is Anthony Gordon starting again. This was a much better game from Anthony Gordon from the Liverpool game, just because, you know, he was able to influence it a little bit more. He wasn't scared to get on the ball. He wasn't scared about taking people on, and he wasn't scared about putting his body on the line. And he's shown that. And I thought that pass that he cut inside, that lovely little pullback for Richarlison's goal, was a great goal. I'm actually giving him my man of the match. I'm going to give Anthony Gordon my man of the match, but there is 2 other players I want to just quickly mention. Gylfi Sigurdsson and Michael Keane. I think you're probably best discussing Gylfi Sigurdsson.
Well, to be honest, I got asked in the live stream who my man of the match was. And we spoke about Gylfi Sigurdsson a lot in the game. You know, he was doing a lot of running. He was picking the passes out. He was keeping the ball. He was looking for players in a blue shirt a lot more. He seemed to show more in this game that he wanted the ball. And Gylfi Sigurdsson has sometimes been a bit the sort of player who goes missing in games, you know, and he's done that a lot this season. But I thought tonight that was his best game for us probably this season. Anthony Gordon, as you say, it was a good game to come in. I think the nerves might have got a bit of the better of him in the Liverpool game. It was a big game to throw him in. I think Ancelotti made the right decision tonight and throw him in. I thought he had a great game up until he went off. I actually give Sigurdsson my man of the match. I know Sky give Michael Keane it. I think you give.
Yeah. So I'd give mine to Anthony Gordon, but that's just because he's a young lad. He's coming. It's a tough game, and Sky won't really appreciate that necessarily. Michael Keane didn't have a bad game either. Alongside Mason Holgate, the goal let Mason Holgate down. Michael Keane was fairly solid. He tried to win everything in the air. He was fairly commanding. He got a ball off the line from us from a Pickford mistake that ricocheted off Michael Keane, and he was quick to react. Michael Keane is a fair shout. But for me, I've got to give it to Gordon. I said to you, and I said in the stream, first 45 minutes, Gylfi Sigurdsson was my man of the match. No doubt about it. I just thought he went quieter as the game went on. And I do want to just... one last player I'm just going to mention is Jordan Pickford. Now, me and you both said during the stream, and we have done throughout the streams, that with no crowd, he seemed to be more composed and not making any mistakes. He made 3 tonight. He made 3. Now, don't get me wrong, they didn't cost goals, but he did make 3 mistakes. Now, you could argue that he should have been quicker out to the ball for their goal, and he just turned sideways. If he's straight on, I think he saves it. The ball, he lets the ball clearly go through his hands, and Michael Keane clears it off the line. And he also comes out to try and win a punch that he's never going to win. And it's only for the fact that Iheanacho put it over the bar that he didn't make it 2-2. So I was a little bit disappointed after I bigged up Jordan Pickford, to be honest.
Yeah, I bigged him up myself, and I said since we've come back to the football, Michael Keane and Jordan Pickford have probably been our two better players. You mentioned Michael Keane made 3 mistakes. Listen, 3 mistakes too many in my opinion, but he was making a lot more than that when he was, before his confidence has come back. 3 points is 3 points at the end of the day, and he did make 3 mistakes, but he also cleared one off the line, as you said, to stop a certain goal as well. Yeah.
So, look, I think we're going to leave it there. Just for the people who obviously subscribe to our membership tonight, the membership is the join button just below the screen here. So if you press that join button, you can pick your membership and you can become members and have exclusive content from me and John. You'll have private content. Jesus Christ, that's Phil. All in all, guys, another fantastic stream. We almost hit 100 people watching our stream in 1 minute at one point, which is a phenomenal achievement for a small channel like ours. We're aiming for that 5,000 mark, so please keep subscribing. Your positive comments about the channel is amazing, and a lot of you saying that, we've really stepped up and the content we're creating is making us the #1 Everton channel, which blows me away. I'm sure John agrees, and I just want to say thank you ever so much, guys. And I'm leaving it there.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks very much.